Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey, Dave Frank from Cleveland. In a minute. I was thinking if they traded Deshaun Watson for Kirk Cousins, they would get his salary. I don't know who's making more, but if Deshaun's making more than Kirk Cousins, we pick up the rest of it. If not, they pick up the rest of Kirk Cousins. That's a for sure trade. I'm all for Kirk Cousins coming in for a bridge gap, and then maybe get the kid from Alabama in the draft. But you're right. We need some offensive linemen, and there's some studs this year. God bless you once again, David. You and the crew have a good, safe holiday. Love you, brother.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Frank, have a great holiday as well. Lance, take a look at this, and I've said this a couple times. The Browns don't have to trade for Kirk Cousins. He's basically going to be Russell Wilson. March, before the league year starts, he has a no trade contract, no trade clause. So he's due a $10 million roster bonus before the league year starts. They're not going to pay him the $10 million. They drafted Michael Penix. He's going to go somewhere and play for the league minimum of just over $1 million. So nobody's going to take the Watson contract. We know that. But Kirk Cousins is a guy that you could end up with on a Russell Wilson deal.
So the first thing I say, I've been asked this a bunch since the Kirk Cousins and Penix went in, and I love Penix. I loved him at Washington. I think Kirk Cousins is a very good player. If you look back, I like to go back and see when he was most successful. Well, 2018, Kevin Stefanski was his quarterback coach, and then in 2019, he was the offense coordinator. Now, in those 2 years, Kirk Cousins completed 70% of his passes, almost 8,000 yards, and threw 56 touchdowns. Again, that's kind of what got Kevin Stefanski this job in Cleveland, what he did. Now, some people don't like the offense, and some people like more spread and called archaic and things like that. But Kevin has been very good at what he does. Now, obviously, the first thing the Browns have to address is what is their offensive scheme going to be? Because if it's not going to be a scheme that relies on play action and things like that, then it's not a good scheme for Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, kind of like Jameis Winston, is a pocket guy, has good feet within the pocket, but he's going to be a progression guy, 1, 2, 3 check down. I think he's a good fit just because of what he's done with Kevin Stefanski. The learning curve will be small. Again, though, it comes down to their mentality. It comes down to how they practice. They've had too many guys hurt. They have to address that. There's a lot of other issues besides just quarterback, but this roster's way too good to be where they're at right now. Kirk Cousins, I think he's a good fit just because of his how he knows Kevin and the offense.